My family denied me the chance to be happy for the first time in my life. None of them knows this will be the last time they see me. The circumstances of my birth were complicated. I broke up 2 marriages, and my family has never been shy about how they feel about me for that. Only one of my brothers has gotten drunk enough to tell me to my face that he resents me for existing, but I know it exists within all of them, at least in some way. I'm much younger than all my siblings, and there was so much that happened out of our hands that I made excuses, but my whole life, I've never quite felt part of the family. As a child, I told myself we'd make up for lost time once I got older, and we could talk as equals. Now, at 23, I see glimpses of the life I wished I'd have, but in the end, I'm always too much trouble to be included. No one talks to me, and I hear everything from my father. I had to find out my niece was in a car accident from him. I had to find out my other niece had a miscarriage from him. I had to find out my oldest brother had a brain tumor haphazardly on a phone call with my father, which he didn't even know I was unaware of. I've known for a while I'm the only one trying, but for the sake of my dreams, I've given every opportunity for them to let me in, but I just can't do it anymore. I have a psychiatric service dog who aids me with CPTSD. He is the single greatest thing to happen to me. Not only did he save my life from myself, but he has made life livable. He can tell when I'm panicking, and he knows pressure therapy to help me through an attack. He stops me from hurting myself in meltdowns, sits with me until the only noise I can hear anymore is his snoring on my lap. He allows me to go grocery shopping by myself. He is my soulmate, and anyone who knows me knows how important he is to me. My dating life isn't thriving, so I took a shot in the dark and asked my niece if she minded if I brought my service dog as my +1 for her wedding at the end of this month. I have to fly across the country to go, so I will be bringing him anyway since I cannot fly alone. I figured it couldn't hurt to see if he could not have to stay in the hotel all night. I do not technically need him for the event, since I'll know every guest, and I will be drinking pretty heavily to cope, but getting to spoil him with a bow tie, dancing, and steak sounded like the perfect reward for helping me on my flight. Several times, I emphasized that I understood it was an odd request, and she could say no if she wanted. She was emphatic that he could come. She said even if I found a date, he could come. I was elated. For once, I felt seen, I felt cared about, I felt valued. And then I got a call from my dad. No one wanted to make things awkward, but the mother of the bride was not okay with a dog being at the venue. I explained that he is a trained service animal and will not impede the ceremony in any way, and I'd of course remove him if he did. Still, he said they didn't like it. I was so tired of hearing everyone else's words through my father. He won't be around forever, and sooner or later, they will have to start talking to me. I had one request: let the bride tell me. When I asked her, she said yes, and until she told me she changed her mind, I was under the assumption he could go. Well, I never heard back. My dad kept dropping hints when I'd call him, but I told him what my expectations were. When I RSVP'd, I put my dog as my +1 on the response to let them know I wasn't backing down this time. At this point, I didn't even care if she said he couldn't go, I just wanted to hear it from her. The next morning, I woke up to an email from my father. Not even a text, an effing email explaining that my niece didn't want to be the bad guy, but my dog was not welcome at the wedding. He said he was sorry, but he could still come with me to the hotel if I wanted. Something inside me broke, I think. I realized this is truly a helpless case. They are never going to respect me the way I crave them to. To this day, not one of our conversations has been started by them. I always initiate, and now, the one time I request direct contact, I get an email. Family means everything to me. Over the last few years, I've redefined what a family can be, and if right now, my family needs to be a very damaged orphan and their service animal, I'm grateful I have that much. So, I'm going to the wedding, and then I'm never going to talk to any of them again. And the sad part is, I didn't even think they're going to notice. Update 1. First, thank you to everyone for the kind words and all the advice. It sincerely means so much that so many people care. I want to address all the questions about why I want to go to this wedding at all. There are plenty of practical reasons that I can name, but the truth is, I need to go for my own closure. I have a strange relationship with death and loss. My mother passed when I was 5, and my family split up right after. I've lost several caregivers to serious diseases, grieving their death as they lived. I've learned how to navigate my grieving process. If I don't go to this wedding, I will regret it. Not only is it my last chance to see my childhood family all together in one place, but if I don't go, I show them they can bully me. I do not want to make a spectacle of my trauma with them, but that does not mean I have to walk away with my tail between my knees. I'm not scared of them. My relationship is non-existent, but I did see my siblings, cousins, nieces, and nephews fairly regularly. When I was a kid, they intimidated and bullied me into silence, but I'm not a child anymore. I lived with these people. I can manage one night, if for no other reason than to prove they cannot control me. So, I went to the wedding. It went about how I expected it to go, though one can never be ready for a spontaneous conga line. Sadly, there was no secret last-minute invite, nor any secret plot of which the bride was unaware. She felt bad saying no, so she lied, and she didn't want to tell me that, and she still didn't, even at the wedding. No one really said much at all, in fact. The mother of the bride did not speak to me at all. My brother tiptoed around the subject until the end of the night. To his credit, he did apologize for all the dog stuff, as he said goodbye. Strangely, the apology didn't make me feel much better. There was no big confrontation either, mainly because no one cared to listen to me if I tried. As the reception began, part of me wondered how much I was going to miss the people, the environment, the vibe, really. Truthfully, I surprised myself with how ready I was to leave. Goodbye was short and bittersweet. The venue was pretty, and the drinks were free, so I made the best of my night, but I got what I needed out of it, I think. Getting home tonight felt like a weight lifting off my shoulders. I know more than ever that I need to do this, and what I once saw as cutting my family in half, I can now see as clearing space for new family, one that cares. Thank you for all your kind words and all the support for my dog. Update 2. Up posting in r/poem 2 months after her original post. You don't love me. You love an idea of me you fabricated in your mind when I was a child. I'm no longer a child. I'm far from perfect, but I'm growing, I'm glowing, and I'm grieving the reality that none of you will ever know the person I become. You call it love, but my scars disagree. You hate my hair, my style, my beliefs, you hate me. And the saddest part is, I don't even think you know you do.